looking for my wife, who disappeared. I got an email from her. She told me to come get her. And of course, that's how I ended up in the middle of nowhere, Louisiana. I found Mia being held captive in a dark basement. She wasn't thinking right. She attacked me like some kind of wild animal. Later on, I found out that she was infected by a special kind of mold. I looked all over the house trying to find an antidote, a vaccine, anything. The people who lived there were already infected. What was left of them wasn't human. The source of the infection was a bioweapon.
You know, after playing Resident Evil 7 and 8 and looking at the similarities they have together, they cause more questions than answers. Like in Resident Evil 8, Ethan talks about how he had military training, which I would love to see that, because what time span did he have it in? But today we're talking about Ethan, Rose, and Mia, and Mother Miranda. We'll start with Mother Miranda first, because she's kind of the cause of everything. When did Mother Miranda switch places with Mia? It had to been sometimes between the dang. So that time that they was escaping, that could have been the perfect time that Mother Miranda switched places with Mia, because we rarely see Mia all the time. And we see Zoe, which is an out of place character already. You see what I'm saying? She dies either way, so what was the point of her appearing anyway? Then this goes back to Resident Evil 8, where they have a baby named Rose. And the doctor, my friend was talking about, the doctor had to do some fungal tests on her, therefore aka mold. And me and him was talking about how Rose was calling out to Mother Miranda in one of the scenes. How can a baby call out to Mother Miranda if they're not connected by the mold or, anything? So it's like one of them things, like, you're not going to get a clear answer out of this game. And it's like one of the things, you have more questions, like, so when did Mother Miranda switch places with Mia? When did Rose get, I heard something in the beginning of the game that they said that in Louisiana she was pregnant. So it's like one of the things. And then again, when did Mother Miranda make Lady D and the werewolf guy? These are all questions that we all want to know in this game, because we know that they just didn't appear, and the mold from the village is the original mold. So me and my friend was speculating, like, Ethan had to pipe down freaking Mother Miranda to have Rose at this point. At this point in time, that's what it is. We we can't deny that, or because when Chris Redfield came up in there and shot Mia, quote unquote, if you looked at that scene very closely, she tanked that one shot and acted like nothing ever happened. Once she started getting lit up, that's when she started screaming. A normal human being cannot tank a hit like that. Unless you're Chris Redfield. Then again, he wouldn't tank him. But think about it. They've been pointing at this for the longest. Eve is connected to the Baker's family. Ethan died in the Baker family. That's a little bit discussed a little bit later in the game. But so So basically, what I'm trying to say is Mother Miranda was the cause of all this. Mother Miranda's village was the origin strain of the mold, and for me to back that up, if you look back in Resident Evil 7, somehow me and my friend was speculating that Mia, when she was in that ship and she was trying to help out Ethan, that that was Mother Miranda, and that Screen didn't know her, so she had to take him down. But the Capcom didn't want it to make it seem like you're over. It didn't. During that 3-year time span where Resident Evil 8 came into play, where was Chris Redfield? And just thinking about it makes my brain hurt, because I'm thinking, like, Mother Miranda created all these people. Mother Miranda's connected to Eve. Eve is connected to Mother Miranda because in Resident Evil 7, Jack said that he found her in the swamp. So that begs the question, did Eve run away from Mother Miranda? Or, I don't know. Then you find in the castle some documents about Lady D, the tall, thick, sexy vampire lady. I'm not putting a picture on there, so you simps could simp over her. And then you get like the experiment logs, and I haven't got to that point. And like I told my friend, this is probably gonna have to be like a all these things that they even said, they raise more questions than they raise answers. So it may not seem like I said anything, but it's something for you to think about here. Like, how long the village was there, how long the people were there. They only started raising hell once Mother Miranda got the rose. So it's like one of those things, like, again, this game raises more questions than answers. Ethan was already dead. That was already proven. He's already dead in 7 and 8. If you don't believe me, he was killed by Jack, and he got infected by the mold, and that's why every time he gets hurt or something like that, he gets back up like nothing ever happened. That's why this last point where I'm gonna make, or this last speculation I'm gonna make, is Ethan is alive at Resident Evil 8. I believe that because he has dealt with explosions and whatnot for the rest of, the marina of his life. Getting stabbed, chewed on, all that junk. It wouldn't make sense for him to kill off Ethan like that. But he did look tired, so I'm speculating that he's alive and turned into a full-on mold. Or he just fused back with Mother Miranda. But then there's some, like, a counter argument that he's not alive because the explosion was too big. So, guys, put y'all things up in the comment section down below.
Girl. Her name was Evelyn. I fought the fucked up family and was able to treat Mia's symptoms with a serum. Then Chris Redfield and his soldier buddies showed up and saved the both of us. Is that enough? I really don't want to talk about what happened anymore.